Maduka Okeye is shaking. Maduka Okeye has been in the headlines for the past day or so behind the controversy between him and Cardi B, who he was recently seen out on a date with. This is the hot footballer that everybody's like, ooh, Cardi moved on from Stephon Diggs. Well, his children's mother, Jalecia Westerhoff, had made a lot of comments and told her story about him online. Well, people called her jealous. People said that she just doing this because he's with Cardi. I've got the inside scoop on all of it. This random lady and everything. There's a lot to the story. Let's talk about it. So, what y'all have to understand is in America, we don't really get a lot of the UKT news. It's got to be big to spill over here. Now, these two were already a big deal. Okay, Jalecia already has her own name. She's a it girl over there. She's from Amsterdam. And over there in the across the pond news is where this will come up, where they're watching stuff on footballers and stuff like that. Well, she got with him when he was 21 and she was 25. And this was a love story for her. It was a big deal because he had never really been posted out with nobody. And this was the first lady. So this is a post from his page, from his Snapchat, saying, thank you for always putting a smile on my face, supporting me through everything, standing by my side no matter what. I'm beyond blessed to have you. You're the joy of my life. Like, this was not a girl. He was just trying to play. He had a baby with a girl just trying to get some money. No. When she's upset, it's deeper because this is about her child. Okay? Now, they have a child. And their son is 3 years old, and their son is missing a father. I spoke to her for hours about this situation, and I'm not going to lie, I shed real tears. This is a heartbreak, and it's not about Cardi B. This is somebody who's already hot in her city. She already can get the same dudes as the Cardi B. So this is not the story of a girl that can't get anyone she wants. This is the story of two people that fell deeply in love, a girl that thought she was living a true love story. Went on to have a child with him. They think they're going to go off happily ever after. He's getting handsy with her, putting his hands on her. She's protecting him. The police are coming in. You just like it over here, they say, hey, he can't keep hitting you. The state or, the district where you live is going to start pressing charges. Even if you say don't press charges, he won't do it again. I don't mean it. It became a thing where her safety was in danger. He's a very, very, very tall man compared to this young lady. So he's being handsy, he's being aggressive, and he's saying he's never going to do it again. Honestly, it gave me very much Love is Blind, and it will take over your mind. What you think is love, truly not. Eve. And it made me cry on that phone. And she said, she left him, but please take care of your son. Talk to your son. Call your son. Her son was in the hospital, her 3-year-old son. They don't know what's wrong with him. Eyes rolling back in his head. He's losing consciousness. They're in Dubai. January, he's hospitalized. She has to pay for all this extra stay and stuff like that in Dubai, the hotel they're staying at, the medical bills. You got to pay up front in Dubai when you have a medical issue. You guys need to know that. And she's saying he's not even answering the phone. And you got to understand, us going from this where he's posting, he's like my queen. He's putting this on Snapchat. He's posting her. He's showing the world this is his girl. So when the police are coming and you're talking to the people that own his football club and they're trying to hide these stories, there's a machine behind this young man. We don't know him until we saw him with Cardi B, but he's big. He's big in Italy. He's big in the places he plays for. Football is the top sport internationally, just not here. So it's like this young lady is going to get a bigger machine than she is. Something that could say like, hey, we're going to bury these stories. We're going to make you say, even though you put out a report saying, I'm done with him. You're posting that. You're having to go do apology repost because you don't want to ruin his stature, his life. You don't want to ruin his career because you remember the days where he was calling you my queen. You remember the love you built together. You remember that this was the sweetest man you ever met. He just got a lot of issues. Him admitting to her that he's bisexual. Yes. He's never going to sue her or me for defamation because he cannot. If she pulls out the real information of this baby, it's okay that you were dealing with these trans women and he admitted that to her. But I told her, I told her, those DL men are the most dangerous in the world. I would rather you be out and be like, hey, I'm bisexual, I'm living my best. He's not doing that. And I think that, I personally think, to me, that attributes to the violence. But she made it very clear. She's like, he has a lot of money, a lot of power. There should be no reason why he's not suing me for defamation, libel, or slander, because he knows it's all true. And she's tired. You know, when she got into that car accident and she showed that picture of her hitting that wall, where she was screaming to her phone saying, I crashed my car on my son's birthday because I was so tired as a mother dealing with a sick baby on my own. The man, when he comes around, he's only staying around the baby for 2 hours tops. She's begging him just for a weekend. He's telling the little boy, I'll be back. We're going to do all these things. And she's really sad because she's like, dang, when he goes to school, when he goes to kindergarten and other kids talk and they ask who your dad is, and your dad's on TV and your dad's a big shot and your dad's not hitting you. Your dad's not nothing to you. It's like, it just go for child support. And I told her that, but it's one of those things where she's like, I want him to tell me he doesn't want nothing to do with him. Maybe he doesn't love him, which really broke me. I was like, wow, I have a lot more respect for baby mamas because I usually am always the girl, to be honest. I'm like, why would you do that? Why would you have a baby and do all this wifely stuff with a man that was not your husband? Because I was raised from 3 generations of wives on both sides. I'm jaded. My great grannies was wives, my grannies was wives, and my mom was wife. And these are all to people that they had me with. So I don't know anything else. But it made me look at the perspective like, you fell for the love story that he fed you, even though I think the love was real. The damage of the DL man's mind, it's nothing we could do. Now, Cardi, that's where you come in, because you must do your research. This is getting out of hand. The fact that we did not do any background check on like the UK, British news, Amsterdam news, Italian news, over there across the pond news to find out that he's messy. So this girl, Jennifer, whoever this is, this girl, Jennifer, she's saying she dated him for 9 months, but I was able to obtain messages where they've debunked that. He's literally looked at the messages with this lady. This lady is a stalker. He had sex with her a couple times. She took a train to go see him, and now she won't come off of it. She's saying that she dated him, but of course, a girl that you slept with, that's been one to be with you, of course you could use her as a pawn to go say he was with me and she's lying because I can't respond. You know what I mean? Or it'll be slander because she could sue him back if he's lying on her. So she's a pawn, but did not date him for no 9 months. He's never dated nobody out loud. You see the post I showed you. If he dated somebody for 9 months, he would post them. There's no post of her. You could look as deep. You'll never find it. Now, the thing about the Jennifer lady is she is texting Jalecia and she's spilling her tea. Girl, he may not have dated her for real, made her his girlfriend, but he did sleep with her because this message in German is about allegedly how she probably got an STD from him. He's saying baby, she's saying I am swollen down there. He's like, what are you talking about? She's like, why do you got to mess with all these girls? I'll show you the translation. She said, who do you F all the time when you're out and about? I've never experienced anything like this. I'm terrified. He responded, what are you talking about? I always get tested. Before you accuse me here, check on what's going on first. And that's the text messages that the side chick is sending to Jalecia. She's trying to discredit him to her. So why in the world is she trying to credit him to y'all? Because she's obsessed with her. You feel me? You got to understand this was a hot girl. This is guy. You're trying to get in good with him. So you're trying to bicker with his baby mama. Like, this young girl is going through enough. She has a child that she's essentially having to raise alone after coming off what she thought was going to be a forever love story, defending him in the public in the UK, saying he wasn't as abusive as he was. Why in the world would you put your hands on that girl? And Cardi B, what in the world are you doing with him? Get away from him. It's not Cardi B directly, but it's blogs that have to do with Cardi B that say like Barty and stuff. Barty updates. Maduka's insane baby mama gets exposed by one of his exes on Instagram. She admitted today in the girl's DMs that he never hit her. She's making that up. That man was being handsy to that lady. And she's got the photo proof. Now, I could drop that, but y'all have to subscribe to get them pictures. Y'all have to get on the subscription because it's graphic. But baby, Cardi, get out of this. Stay out of this. Keep your fans out of this. And just know, Jaleesa ain't got no smoke with you. This lady is harassing her. You can see she got her blocked. She's messaging her. So it's just all weird. He's weird. Leave everybody alone. Jaleesa, I'm sorry this happened to you. And I know that you're going to go on and thrive with your son. But he's a mess.